Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Season 2, Episode 12 of our Manchester United career mode here on FIFA 21. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and if you're excited for this upcoming episode, then smash that like button too. Well, before we get started, I think it's been important for me to talk about why it's been so long since the last episode. In that time, I moved house, which is all great and everything, but kind of during this pandemic that we're all in, it's taken me essentially this long to get internet put into the house. And I haven't been able to upload anything for this long. It's been a real pain, but we're back now. Everything's working fine. I should be able to get episodes out for you now a lot quicker. So again, a big apologies for that. And I do appreciate if you've come back for this episode. Hopefully having so much time off, you're ready and raring to go. And you're looking forward to the end of this season. And well, this is where we are then to start this episode. I mean, we're into April now. There's only a couple of months left of the season. You can see there on the 6th and the 12th, we got those two quarter-final matches in the Champions League. Still, I'm not going to tell you who it is just yet. I'm going to keep that for a bit of a secret coming up in this episode. But alongside that, we're going to start in the league against Bristol City. And then we have big games against Aston Villa, Newcastle, Tottenham and Leeds. And we also have what I think is the semi-final of the FA Cup there on the 24th against Crystal Palace. So it's a busy month. We're coming close to the end of all the competitions, and we're going to have to be at our best if we're going to be getting to the finals of these competitions and reclaiming not only the league, but the Champions League and FA Cup. Well, if you take a look at the league then, you can see we're currently on top there. First position, 30 games played, 25 wins, 5 draws, and still not a single loss. We really have started to run away with it in the second half of the season. You got the likes of Spurs and Liverpool both on 68 points, so it's still doable that they could win. But we're looking so comfortable, and we've got a favourable run of draws left. I think we should be on course to reclaim the Premier League title for this second season running. You can see it's all to play for with the top 4 positions, though. Newcastle surprisingly still in 4th position, but they like to Chelsea, Man City not too far behind. And it's going to be really interesting to see who's going to make up the rest of those Champions League positions. At the other end of the table then, you can see it's still all to play for. You've got Nottingham Forest, Bristol City and Preston. I think they all came last season. And at the moment, they're all headed straight back down. But you've got the likes of Southampton, Fulham, Leeds, even Crystal Palace aren't necessarily safe yet. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens at our end of the table. But it's going to be an absolute dogfight for these teams down here to see who can stay in the Premier League for another season. Now, it's been so long since we've played, I just want to get straight into it. We're actually starting at home in this game against Bristol City. Now, we got that Champions League first leg of the quarter-final in just a few days' time. And the team's already quite tired from the previous episode. So I'm going to put a bit of a rotated team out there. You can see we've got the likes of Mengi playing centre-back. A very makeshift defence at the moment. But we still got such a good attacking players out there like Haaland, Grealish, Greenwood. We should have more than enough to get all 3 points. So I'm going to go ahead and quick sicken this game. Hopefully I'm not going to regret it. Like I said, we are still on for that invincible season. So I'd hate to drop a stupid points here. But I'm really looking forward to those quarterfinals. I just want to get straight into it. So like I said, we're going to give it a quick sim and let's hope for a big 3 points to restart this career mode. Wow, so it looks like it's only a 1-1 draw, but we absolutely dominated it. Look at that, 62% possession, a lot of chances created, and they only had the 2 shots and 1 goal. We actually had to claw it back as well in the 70th minute with a goal from Brandon Williams, so that's not great whatsoever. Looks like the team's kind of struggle because I've been away for so long, but we're back. Let's hope that's just a little bump in the road, but again, not a defeat, so we're still on for the invincible season. That's good to see. And here it is then, the moment you've all been waiting for. I can now officially reveal that we're up against the one and only Real Madrid in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Now, I did give you a little bit of a hint in the last episode. I asked you kind of who you thought it was. I gave you the hint that we've both shared one of the best players in the world, obviously being the one and only Cristiano Ronaldo. And I tell you what, I couldn't get much harder than this. We've done really well to get this far, and we've had a hard run. But we're going to have to beat some of the biggest teams if we're going to get to that final again and win the Champions League for the second season running. These are the other draws then. You've got Juventus and Liverpool, who they've already had that first leg, and it's currently 3-1 to Juventus. Looks like that game could be all but over already. In another quarterfinal, then you've got Spurs versus Manchester City. A bit closer there with a 3-2 City advantage. That one looks like it's still all to play for. But there we are then. Manchester United versus Real Madrid and Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. 2 absolutely huge games. I mean, they're all absolutely massive lineups there. Whoever gets to those semi-finals or finals is going to have to really have worked for it. Obviously, ourselves and Atletico Madrid got to the final last season. We beat them to claim that Champions League trophy. You never know. We could be coming up against them in the semis or even the final again. But if we're going to get that far, we're going to have to beat Real Madrid. This is how we're going to line up for this game then. You can see how we've got our full, strongest starting 11. That's the one good thing about simming that game with the rotation team against Bristol. Everyone's fit again, they're ready, they're raring to go. And with the captain, Bruno Fernandes, leading us in that central attacking midfielder position, I'm more than confident that we can go all the way and get the 3 points in this one. Ready then to take away to Real Madrid to see if we can get ourselves through to that semi-final. Obviously, quite noticeably, you can see they've got Pogba in the midfield. And we had to look back a few episodes ago in this season, and it wasn't really working out for him. But they've got this far in the quarterfinals, and he can always turn it on the big occasion. So that midfield's going to have a very big game if we're going to get the win in this one. Here we are then, we're back at Old Trafford for this first leg. So good to be in front of the home crowd, and hopefully they'll give us the advantage we need to get the 3 points in this big match against Real Madrid. Now actually, as I'm recording this, it's been that long since the last episode that we were already at the quarter-final stage in this year's Champions League, and they've just played those first leg matches. Last night, PSG, Bayern Munich, a huge 3-2 win for PSG, away from home as well. You got City just edging out Dortmund, Real Madrid beating Liverpool 3-1. And then you had the other match there, Porto, Chelsea. Chelsea getting that 2-0 advantage. It looks like it's all but over. It's going to be really interesting to see what's going to happen in those second legs. And in terms of Manchester United, well then they've got their first game in, I think, the round of 16, or is it the quarterfinals as well? Not too sure, but it's up against Granada, and that's tonight. A favourable draw. I'm hoping they're going to get that big 3 points in that first leg. And I'm really confident they can go all the way and even win the Europa League this season. But let me know down below, who do you think is going to come out on top in those Champions League matches? Who do you think is going to be in the final, and who do you think is going to win it? And also, do you think Manchester United will have enough to get themselves to a Europa League final and finally walk away with the first trophy of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's reign? There he is, Paul Pogba in the Real Madrid kit. Something that we could be seeing in real life at the end of this season. But I tell you what, they've got such a star-studded lineup. The likes of Ramos still captain, Koulibaly, Hazard, Pogba, Benzema. And look at that bench, Lukaku, Asensio. It's definitely going to be a hard game, that's for sure. And they've just got quality all over the pitch. Now, I'll tell you what, I haven't played in a while with this Manchester United side. They're absolutely unreal on their day, but it's going to be hard to get back into it, as you saw then. Hoping for a big performance, and let's just see if we can get the 3 points and get the advantage on our way to the Bernabeu. A lot of familiar places. Obviously, we've got Pogba. Sorry, Pogba's gone over there to Real Madrid. We've got Varane, so it's going to be a lot of players who know each other inside out. Haaland. In there to Rashford. This has got to be the 1-0, surely. Marcus Rashford, what a save. And he's kept it in as well. How did he not bury that? I would have put all the money in the world on Rashford finishing that one there. An early chance missed. Van de Beek. Rashford's got all the space in the world, and that's a brilliant pass. See if he can skin Carvajal. Good running so far. Tell you what, he's going to have to go on his loan here. Sancho's on the other end. Fernandes in the middle. The 1-0. Oh my, what a save. Courtois is a man in form at the moment. 2 big chances, and he's come up with 2 absolute heroic saves. From that distance, you'd expect a lot better. To be fair, it just hit his arm and then he reacted. Are we going to be ruin these missed chances? Fernandes on the corner here now, looking for some height in the middle. Tell you what, Savic is there, but a good punch away again from Courtois. He is in great form in this match. We're going to have to be having some unreal shots to get past him, I think. Wan-Bissaka pinging it out there to Alphonso Davies. Room to work in. Great turn of pace on him as well. In there to Haaland. Just needs a bit of support in there to Fernandes. Can he skin Koulibaly? Not an easy task whatsoever. Needs help. Haaland, good touch from him. Up against Ramos. He's still got it. Just have a shot. Good block. I tell you what, they're playing very well in defence and attack. We really have got our hands full in this one. Tell you what a pass as well from Pogba to Hazard. Wan-Bissaka got to get back at him. Just hold your position there. They got numbers in the middle as well now. Ferland Mendy coming in the middle. Just skips past Varane. First shot, and luckily it's terrible from their left back. But that's just what Real Madrid can do. Make a big save at one end and come straight back down the other end and almost score. Upamecano out there now to Alphonso Davies. Come on. Almost at the end of the first half. It's absolutely flown by. See if we can get a chance though. Haaland in there to Rashford. Come on, just one last chance, please. Good pass there to Davies. Get in the middle, someone. Haaland's there. Good block again. I tell you what, defensively they've been sound so far. And that's the end of the first half. We've had definitely the best chances in this one. And we really should have an advantage going into the end of this first half. But they've been solid in the back. And they've shown what they can do on the break too. So this second half's going to be absolutely massive in this one. Going to stay as we are for this second half then. I do have belief that we can create those better chances and get the goal. We've looked lively, and it's just about putting in a big performance for this second 45 minutes. We are really coming under all sorts of pressure to start this second half. We haven't had a touch of the ball so far. Carvajal Rashford gets skinned again. This time trying to get the tackle in. Good tackle. That time when it's a foul. Oh, dangerous position now. They can whip a ball in there from Pogba by the looks of it, and they've got some height. We've got luckily some tall players as well. We're going to have to stop this one from getting in a dangerous area. Good header there from Savic. Straight back to them though. We literally had a single touch of the ball, and that was it there, that header. On here now, Pogba up against Upamecano out position. Varane with the absolutely saving tackle there, but we've absolutely messed it up again. Oh, luckily it's a goal kick. Just cannot get any real possession in this second half. Valverde now up against Alphonso Davies. Skins in, Pogba in the middle, it's 1-0. The worst possible player to score, and they've got that away goal now as well. Really adding insult to injury. 1-0 Real Madrid, advantage Paul Pogba. They've come out so lively in this second half. I just haven't been able to get any real possession, and the defence is all over the place. Varane just could not get there. Man De Gea just couldn't get any touch on it either, and that's an easy finish for the likes of Paul Pogba. We're really going to have to turn things around now. Just haven't been good enough. It might be time to make some subs very soon, but we need a goal at least. Well, I'm bringing on Grealish at cam, and I'm moving Fernandes back to centre mid. We really need a goal from somewhere. And I'm also bringing on Luke Shaw for Alphonso Davies. He's been really torn ragged by Rodrigo, and I'm hoping Luke Shaw can bring some of that form he's had in real life into this game and just help us create some chances higher up the pitch. Really need to win this ball now and get back up the pitch. We just need that one opportunity, and I'm sure we can score. Ball over top. Now, where is Wan-Bissaka? Straight to Hazard. All the room in the world, and that's a great recovery tackle. That was his mistake, but he made up for it, and hopefully we can get away now. Not long left to go. Ball out there now with Wan-Bissaka. In there to Haaland. Back there to Jack Grealish. Haaland again. Good block, though. Still got it here. Grealish, can he create something? Oh, that's terrible. Ramos is that far up the pitch and wins the ball. Ball over top here again. Lukaku, come for it, De Gea. Good header. We are really not looking good at all. I'm hoping they don't score again, because we're really going to be in trouble in that second leg. Ball in the middle. Wan-Bissaka gets it away. This is it now. About 3 minutes left to go. We really need something here. I think that's the game gone. Ball over top here. Rashford should be onside. That's a great touch. Needs the composure up against Carvajal. What a tackle. Still got it. There into Sancho. That's Haaland. Left foot. What a save again, and he's offside. It's just not happening for us today. They've been superb at the back, and we just can't create any real opportunities. That's inches off. But the keeper even made the save, and that's it now. Only 2 minutes to go. I'm going to have to make the one more change. Well, I'm bringing on Mason Greenwood, the last throw of the dice. Hoping we can just win the ball from their kickoff now and get back up with one last chance. Because I tell you what, this man's got ice in his veins. And if we can get him on the ball, I'm sure he can create magic. Courtois kicking the ball upfield, and we have to win this. But straight there, no one's winning it. But I tell you what, straight to Haaland. This is it now, the last chance. He's going to have to go alone. No one's really in support. From distance, a big save again from Courtois. And we got one last corner. Literally going to be the last kick of the game. It's Jack Grealish on it. Hoping one of those boys can just get his head. Varane's in there. Keeper's come out again. He's been top draw for them. And how have we not let it play on from there? The ref's blown up as we're on the edge of the box. A terrible first result in this leg. 1-0 down because of that man there, Paul Pogba. And we have it all to do going over there to the Santiago Bernabeu. Advantage to Real Madrid, and we've got everything now in this second leg if we're going to be able to get through to those semi-finals. Well, there's absolutely no time to break. We've got, again, a couple of days later this game up against Aston Villa, and then literally 2 days after this, we're back into that second leg, again with it all to do. And I tell you what, if you look on that right-hand side, 4-3 to Barcelona in that first leg. That game looked like it must have been an absolute cracker. It's, again, all to play for in all of these matches. It's going to be really interesting to see who gets through to those semis. I'm going with a bit of a rotated team here. You can see I've still got the likes of Upamecano, Rashford, De Gea out there. Van den Beek as well, but I've definitely got some of the backup players out there. We need our first team absolutely ready and raring to go to the Bernabeu. Because I tell you what, the team's just not clicking at the moment, and I really need them to be on top form in that one. Hoping for a big result here. We're still looking comfortable in the league, but I really need a good performance in this one, because I tell you what, we're in real trouble at coming up to the end of this season now. There you are, focusing on Jack Grealish for this game. Obviously, again, another game against his ex-team, and we really need him to turn up, pull the strings from the midfield, and hopefully we can get a load of goals in this one. Now, Aston Villa were a team that were looking like they could be on their way to European football not that long ago, and I think they've still got a few games in hand on a lot of those other teams up there. Jack Grealish has been injured, but I think he's back, and I tell you what, he is the exact man who could lead them there. Currently in 9th in this season in the career mode. Not looking like they're going to be in trouble or on their way to European football. So hopefully we can go out there and get a big performance for ourselves and turn things on, especially with that man there, Jack Grealish, at cam for this one. Let's hope he can pull at the strings. This is the Villa team for this game then. They've still got Emiliano Martinez in goals, Gilbert, Konza, Ferro and Target at the back, Pasalic and Micho, and Lingard, Golovin, Cabral in the midfield with a Villa up top. So quite an unusual team there. I mean, I've got to give a big shout out to Jesse Lingard, who's at Villa in this career mode, but he's been tearing it apart for West Ham in real life. He looks like he's been in absolute inspired form. And I tell you what, he could be on his way to those Euros as well if Gareth Southgate picks him. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think Lingard will be in that England squad, or do you think he'll just miss out? But you've seen the teams. We've got to go out there and give a good performance in this. I need to score a goal just to get the confidence back up. Fred on the ball now into Martial, who's up top for this game, coming back into the team. Grealish through the middle. Come on, this has to be the goal. Jack Grealish. That's more like it. Come on, boys. A nice early goal in this one. Put him in for this game, up against his old team. And he loves scoring against them, to be fair, because I know he's done it a few times. Hopefully this can be us getting back to full form now. A great pass there from Martial. Good link-up play and a cool, composed finish from Jack Grealish. Getting us the early advantage, which is exactly what we needed for this one. 8 goals for our number 8. Not bad for his season now. Hopefully we can get that to double figures by the end. What is that from them? Straight to Anthony Martial. We could be back for a double. Terrible pass. God, I didn't even have time to react to that properly. Aston Villa looked like they might have crumbled after that goal. Greenwood back into Grealish, Van der Beek to Fred. Great passing from the midfield so far in this match. Fred back there to Donny, back into Grealish. Get it on his right foot, left foot, sorry. Oh, a good shot, but Fred's there. Good block again. I tell you what, the defences in this game so far, they've both been very good. It's been hard to get through them. As opposed to us, we're open at the back. Look at that. Brandon Williams are going to have to get back over there to get past Cabral. Playing it around pretty well themselves. An early chance from us. And let's see if they can get some for themselves. Maguire's holding the middle there. Van der Beek's coming in support. Don't want them getting into the box. Maguire almost gets the ball. Still keeps it though. Good interception this time. See if we can get up the other end. Because I tell you what, Greenwood's got a lot of space. In there to Grealish. Greenwood's off again. Look at this passing from the boys. In there to Grealish. Rashford coming far post, front post, finish! And it's 2-0 to Manchester United. That's more like it. From back to front, the boys are clicking a lot better now. It's been some great build-up play. And we're looking strong in this one. Well, I'm just so glad to see that the boys are starting to turn it on. And I tell you what, it's given me something to think about in this second leg up against Real Madrid. Because a lot of these players are putting their names forward, like Greenwood and Jack Grealish. Keeper should probably save that one, to be fair, but I'm not going to complain whatsoever. A nice, comfortable 2-0 lead with only about 30 minutes gone. And we're looking like we're on the break again. Yeah, to be fair, Villa are committing a lot of numbers forward, and it's not helping them in defence. Martial out there to Greenwood again. Look at the space in behind for the young man. He's going to eat it up all day long on his left. Oh, what a tight angle. Back to Fred. A block again. Grealish again. End of pinball football at the moment. We get the corner. God, what a chance that was. And they were throwing their bodies at it, to be fair. Good attempt there. Little boot on there from Ferro. And luckily we're getting one away for the corner. Jack Grealish to deliver this one there. We've got the captain in this game, Maguire. Can he get his head on it? Oh, just about misses it, but it's straight back out there to Grealish. Just got to float one in there again. Back post Luke Shaw. Oh, we still got it here. Great pressure from the lads. Hopefully we can get a goal from this. Rashford. Oh, I thought it was Fred trying to get it on his left foot to begin with. Donny van der Beek. How's that a foul, ref? Come on. Looks like Villa are going to get away with it. I hate for them to score here now because they haven't really deserved it, but it looks like they're going to. And that's an easy goal. Defence again needs to wake up. We have not been very good at the back. and we're starting to really pay now in these matches. Well, we're almost at the end of this first half, and we've been so comfortable so far, but that's just way too easy. The defence flying out of position. Great. Oh, he didn't even control it. It took a first time, fair play. Nothing David De Gea could do from there, and that's an easy goal for them. It was just halves the deficit when they really haven't deserved it. See if we can create one last chance now, right before the end of the first half. Just going to go straight from the kick up in their face. Rashford, a bit of trickery. Ball in there now to Greenwood. That's terrible. Oh, we're looking a little bit shaky now. I think that goal has just kind of made us a little bit nervous, and that's the end of the first half. 2-1 then. We're still in front, but we really shouldn't have conceded right at the end. Fans won't be happy with that. We've really got to be sharp in the second half. We don't want to let this lead slip. Back underway then, second half. Team is staying exactly the same. They were playing very well. Just a little blip to end the half, and I'm hoping we can turn it back around now to start this second half. Ball in there to Van der Beek. Out there to Martial. Back there to Van der Beek. This has got to be another goal, surely. What a block. I don't know who that was, but he timed that to perfection. Any later or earlier, that would have been a stonewall penalty, but that was perfect defending. Can't complain with that one. Fred now into Martial. Wait for another run. The boys just are running straight at the defenders. What are they playing at? Fred, Martial, first time finish. Too easy. Cannot get them out of the way. Their defence is absolutely superb. Grealish. Fred. Just don't know what I'm doing here. From the edge, Van der Beek. A great save there. Just trying to work something there. He made a bit of space for himself, but a good save from Martinez. Probably never going to get beaten from there. Was always rising. Might have nestled in the top corner, but that's a good double-handed save. Not long left to go, almost at the corner. I think it's time for a couple of changes first. Well, with that second leg against Real Madrid in mind, I'm going to make a few big changes. Bringing off Van der Beek, Upamecano and Rashford. You can see Upamecano in particular looking really tired. And I've had to put Scott McTominay at centre-back. Probably the first time I think I've ever played him there. I'm hoping he'll have a decent game. There's not long left to go. I've also brought on Gravenberch in the midfield and James on the left. We just need to see this game out now. We got enough talent out there to get the job done and hopefully get another goal to really wrap things up. Grealish on the corner then. We still got Maguire in there. He's got such good height in him. Goes to McTominay instead though. Can't win the ball, but Luke Shaw should have it here now. Keep numbers hopefully in the middle. Gonna have to have a bit of a run here. Wait for something to happen. Tries to loft it in there, but their defence is reading it so well. Should be another throw-in, I think. Luke Shaw on it now there into Fred. Tell you what, Dan James fresh on the pitch. Just run at them. So much space. Dan James, a good save. Martial. Good defending. Martial, this has got to be it. From Martial, he skied it. Oh my god. I know it's with his left foot, but I never thought he was going to miss from there. Got his head over the ball as well, and that was almost pinpoint in the top corner. Keeper had no chance. That was definitely the chance. Gravenberch in there to Fred. Grealish now out there. Dan James coming on the pitch. He's got the fresh legs. He's got the pace. And they've just separated. This has got to be it. Dan James off the bench. Yes, Dan James. 3-1 up. That's it all wrapped up. 3 points for Manchester United. I mean, their defence have been superb this match, but I think they're on tired legs and they just left a huge gap. Dan James, fresh legs from the bench. He was never not going to get through that gap. And a good finish front post as well, to be fair, from him. A nice 3-1 win here now. A great way to go into that second leg against Real Madrid. I'm feeling a lot more confident with the team. Great goal from Dan James. Third in the Premier League from him, coming off the bench. Great way to end this game. Maguire's out there. Dan James helping as well. About 15 seconds left. There's room in the defence. Oh my god, just can't get the players in the way. Scott McTominay, what a block that is. Makeshift centre-back in this second half. And a great tackle there. And that's all 3 points headed back to Old Trafford. What a game this was. We hadn't started this episode off very well. I'm definitely feeling rusty with this team. But I think we're getting back to our top form. And this was a huge 3 points now. Ready for that big game against Real Madrid. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come. What a game to end this episode then. It's been our first episode back in a long time, but by no means has it been an easy run back into it. 2 games up against Real Madrid, and we have it all to do in this second leg. We're going there with their home team having the 1-0 advantage, so it's definitely not all over. We're going to have a fast start. Our strikers are going to have to be in top form, and we're going to have to really take the game to Real Madrid. Well, you can see we've got our full starting 11 out there. They're all ready and they're fit and raring to go. We've already seen how good that Real Madrid team can play away from home, and I tell you what, having that home advantage is only going to help them even more. This is probably the biggest game we've had in this career mode to date. Coming from behind, the boys are going to have to show true champion spirit if we're going to get the win in this one and be on our way to that semi-final. Come on, boys, let's get the job done. The Santiago Bernabeu, what a stadium it is for this second leg. We come in here with a real job to do. They came to us, got the job done, and as it stands now, they're on their way through. But like I said, this is far from over. We are the current Champions League reigning champions, and we can beat anyone on our day. But we're going to have to show a true champion's performance if we're going to get the job done here. You can see how the other matches are going there. Again, they're all very tight, to be fair. No one's out of it yet. After this game, we'll be seeing who's going through, and hopefully we'll be one of those teams on our way to the semi-finals. Let's see how they're going to line up for this game then. It's looking like a very familiar team. I think they've got Valverde, who's come in for someone else, maybe Modric in the last game. But again, they've got a strong bench. But that team's good enough to go and get the 3 points without having to bring anyone on. We're going to have to be a lot sharper all over the pitch, because by no means are they a team that are going to be rolled over easy. This is it then. The second leg of the quarterfinals. Everything to play for. Let's go out there and show what Manchester United's made of. Varane there now. Rodrigo, got to get the ball. That's a terrible tackle. What are we doing? And it's 1-0. This couldn't have gone much worse. Only 5 minutes in. Real Madrid with a second goal. We have it all to do now. Defence all over the shop. What are we playing at? A good tackle originally by Maguire, but just everyone taking too long to come back. And Varane tackles Maguire, and that's too easy for them. This just got a whole lot harder. We needed the 1 goal at least, but now we need at least 3 to get ourselves through. There's no chance of extra time. We're going to have to really wake up now. Can't win the ball at the moment. Varane, got to get foot in. Oh, that's terrible. And they're in again, Paul Pogba. It's 3. We are getting ripped apart by Real Madrid. Paul Pogba scoring 2 goals over the 2 legs. It's just been a different class. I don't know what is happening. We are absolutely crumbling at the back. Look how much space there is. That's way too easy. We're throwing this away when we had everything to play for. I honestly don't think we're going to be able to come back from here. It's going to have to be an unreal rest of the game if we're going to turn this one around. Van de Beek over there to Sancho. Look at the space. Come on, we've got to get numbers forward. In there to Fernandes. Haaland's in. Give it to Rashford. He still got it. Rashford. Oh my God, their defence has been so good. Just cannot break through them at the moment. Koulibaly. He's an absolute animal at the back. It's been impossible to get past him. That was a huge chance we've just missed. In there to Van de Beek. We have to break here now. Haaland. Fernandes is there. He's onside as well. That's Milinkovic-Savic in the middle. Gonna have to go alone for a second. Koulibaly's there. What a tackle again. And that's a goal kick. They are playing in some inspired form at the back. They do not want to concede. Out there to Wan-Bissaka. Haaland's there as well. We really need a goal before the end of this first half. But Koulibaly again. I cannot get past him. He's been impossible to play against. And only 1 added minute of extra time. It's not going to happen in this first half. We're going to have to score 4 goals in the second half if we're going to go through. The impossible job, if you ask me. Ref's still letting them play on here. And that's the end of the first half. This couldn't have gone on much worse. From being only 1-0 down to now needing 4 goals at the Bernabeu. They have absolutely torn us apart. I just don't think we're going to have enough to get the job done. Now for this second half, I'm changing things up because we need a drastic difference in this second half. I'm bringing on Martial for Van de Beek. Fernandes and Savic now in that midfield. And we're going to a 4-4-2. I just need some more service for those guys up top. And they need to start scoring some chances. Our defence hasn't been great, but I'm not going to change it just yet because we're going to need all the attacking force we possibly can. We need an early goal and we need to be firing from all cylinders if we've even got a chance. 45 minutes left for probably the biggest comeback in the history of the Champions League. It can be done. If there's any team that can do it, it's us. But I don't know what to say. We really need to go out there and put a real performance in if we're going to get it done. Martial through the middle. This is the chance we need, but it's Koulibaly back there. I'm not confident. On his left foot. Yes, Martial! Pick that ball up. We go again. Only 5 minutes gone and we've got the first goal. Could this be the turn of the tide? Those two up top now, they're going to be vital if we're going to create the goals we need. They're going to have great link-up play and they're going to have to finish all of their chances just like that. Straight off the bench, on his weak foot. That's an unbelievable finish. hoping it will give us the hit we need to lift off now and get ourselves the goals we need to go back in front. Waiting for Martial to make a bit of a run. Been great since he's come on. I think those two are going to be vital working together. Ball in there to Haaland now. He's going to go alone this time. In there to Fernandes. Is this the quick double? Bruno Fernandes! We're all the way back. 2 goals from Bruno. Oh, didn't pick up the ball, but that is exactly what we needed. What a reply. We're literally 1 goal away from being 3-3 on aggregate. And we just need that other goal then to be leading. And I think we'll actually be going through. I completely forgot. If we score all these away goals, we'll have the advantage. It's not as difficult as I thought, and that's exactly the start we needed. Maguire stepping out there up against Rodrigo. Good tackle from the captain for this game. How's he held on to that? Good tackle again. Get rid of it. Going out for a corner. Big chance here now for Real Madrid, and they're bringing on Lukaku. He's going to want to score and stop us from coming back. Big opportunity now, and he's got the height in the middle. Need to get someone away from this one. Sancho, good block, straight back out to them. Fernandes can't win the ball here now. Valverde, Sancho. Maguire up against Lukaku. Gets absolutely skinned. Good block from Davis, and we could be away. They've got numbers forward as well. Martial, he's away. He's got the space. He's got the pace as well. Oh my God, is this going to be it? Anthony Martial for the double. What a save. Oh, I took it way too close. That was the opportunity. Why didn't I hit it earlier? I just wanted it to be an easy finish. Courtois in inspired form again. From their corner down one end, it's now ours. We really need to get a goal from this. Lofting it in there now, Fernandes. Savic is there. Keeper's come for it. Gets the punch away, but we're still going to get the ball here now with Sancho. In there to Rashford. Back there to Savic. Really just waiting for the opportunity to create itself. Martial led. No need to rush it. Haaland. He's got room. What a touch, but what an interception it is from Mendy on the opposite side of the pitch. Coming across doing the defensive work. Now I'm taking off Haaland. I'm bringing on Mason Greenwood. He is the super sub for us, and he always turns up. Haaland's had a decent game, but I think we need his pace. We need his energy. 1 chance between him and Martial. I'm confident we can get the goal. What a pass there that is between Hazard and Mendy. Up against him again. Ball in the middle. Alphonso Davies, good header away, and now we got the numbers. Ball in there to Milinkovic-Savic. Come on, Rashford. You've got to make a bit of a run as well. Sancho's got all the room in the world. Look at that. What a pass. In there to Martial. Can he get the touch? Pass at Koulibaly. We've done it. 3-2. 7 minutes left. We've turned it all the way around. As far as it stands, Manchester United, I think we're going through. 3 away goals at the Bernabeu. What a turnaround. The attack has been on absolute fire in this second half, and it's all been because of this man, Martial. What a touch to get past Koulibaly, and that is a real number 9's cool finish into the bottom corner. Courtois has been saving everything, but he just can't get to that one. Zidane can't believe it, and neither can I. As it stands, we're going through. What a turnaround. An instant classic this has been. Just changing the formation, we need to go more defensive. I'm bringing McTominay into the CDM, bringing off Sancho, Greenwood onto the right, and the centre mid to drop him back a bit. We just need to hold off. This has been an unbelievable turnaround, and I'd hate to lose it here. Into that added minutes now, 3 minutes. Just keep them out, and it's all over. Ball in the middle, Varane, get it headed it. What a header, straight back out there. This game is not over yet. The time's ticking, straight ball over top. What a catch from De Gea, and he's offside. Thank God, the time is ticking. That might have been the last roll of the dice. Good, confident goalkeeping, but luckily he's a good mile offside. 30 seconds left to go. Have we done it? Let's just keep them out. Keep hold of this ball. And it's over! Manchester United, we're on our way to those semi-finals. We came to the Bernabeu with a job to do, and we made it even harder for ourselves. Going 2-0 down in early doors. It looked all but over by the second half. But the boys came out there in inspired form with nothing to lose. And they put on what can only be described as an absolute masterclass. We fully deserve this result. And we're now on our way to those semi-finals with an eye on the final and reclaiming the trophy for a second season run-in. I cannot believe it. If you haven't smashed that like button already, you have to after that win. Well, there you go then, the confirmation we were looking for. Manchester United go away on away goals. What a game, I tell you what. That's probably the best game of FIFA I've played in a long time. You can see then also Barcelona, Atletico Madrid. I played that second leg. And what a result there for Atletico Madrid. Turning it around as well. 6-5 on aggregate. We could be facing them in the final once again. You never know. Looks like those other two quarter-final matches haven't yet been played. So we know that it's ourselves and Atletico Madrid going through. But there's still all to play for Juventus, Liverpool, Spurs and Man City. It's going to be difficult, whoever gets through, and it's not going to get any easier if we're going to get to that final, I can tell you that much for free. What an end to this episode that was then, as dramatic as you like, and like I said, that's probably the biggest comeback I've ever seen in Champions League history. We had it all to do, gave ourselves only 45 minutes to get those goals, but what a performance that was from the boys. I'm feeling a lot more confident now going into the rest of the season, and I'm hoping we'll have what it takes to win the Premier League trophy once again and also be crowned the champions of Europe again for a second season running. I can't believe it. As you can see then, we'll be starting next episode off against, unsurprisingly, the 4th place team in the league, Newcastle United. But if you have a look at like that there, we're on 84 points. We look like we're going to absolutely run away with it again, once again. Hopefully we'll get away with that invincible season, but you just never know what's going to happen. 26 wins, 6 draws, we're looking so good. And look how many goals we've had. But Newcastle United clearly having a good season. It's not going to be easy. Well, it's been a bit of a shaky episode, I've got to be honest. Obviously, we haven't played in a long time, so again, apologies for that. But you can see there, we started off with that draw against Bristol City, and it did not look good from there. Going into that first leg of the quarterfinals, a 1-0 loss to Real Madrid, but then a good, nice win against Aston Villa 3-1. And then, what can I say about that turnaround at the Bernabeu? A great performance from the lads. There's no other words for it. Unbelievable. Next episode, like I said, then we'll be up against Newcastle, and then we'll be having another big game in the league up against Spurs, right before we head then into the semi-finals of the FA Cup. So again, lots of competitions really coming close together now. The squad's going to have to play a huge part. There's going to have to be a lot of rotation. You can see we'll be ending the month then against Leeds United again in the league. But then on the 26th, we already know who will be playing in those semi-finals. And as you know, like I like to do, I'm going to keep that as a mystery, ready for the next episode. The only hint I'll give you for this one is that we have already played this team in the career mode in the Champions League. So maybe that'll give it away a little bit. But let me know in the comment section down below who you think it is we'll be facing. And after that dramatic quarter-final performance, do you think we're going to have enough to go all the way and win the trophy once again? I just want to end this episode with saying a huge thank you if you managed to watch this video and get all the way to the end. Again, a big apologies for taking so long to get an episode out. Again, with all the things going on with the pandemic at the moment, it really has just made it a lot harder. But everything's sorted now and we'll be back a lot more regularly. And this season could be over very, very soon. And as I mentioned previously, we could be starting a new career mode very soon. So get your comments in the comment section down below in terms of the teams you'd like to see me do. I've already got a few comments so far, so I've got them on the list. And I'm going to try and get a bit more of a shortlist together, ready for the end of this season. And then I'll give you guys a bit of a vote. And we'll see where we go from there and what challenge we'll be taking on next. As I said at the beginning of the video, if you are new to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. And if you've enjoyed this episode, because I tell you what, I certainly have, then smash that like button down below. It's going to be a huge one in the next one, and I cannot wait for it. Hope you guys are too, and I look forward to seeing you then.